Wrap yourself as a present and tie the bow tight, and lay the key to your music box on someone's cracked tongue. Cry lamb as they swallow, stick your arrow upside down, pirouette while no one's watching, on the spindle in the dark. Return to fifth snap, snap, if the box is ever opened. Oh, it stays shut, and my silhouette is of a yawn, playing dress up with the cobwebs, dancing for the future. I've written my own songs as the box remains a coffin. I break my own leg to look through the keyhole. The world isn't smiling yet, but we await each other. Tumble, tumble down the pasture, cross the field to the master, crash and break apart at once, leaving little to pick up. Knocking, knocking, house cat's tail, flatline stare, not foe nor friend. Let me in, oh won't you dare? She wonders what I want in there. I wonder too, I want nothing. I bid adieu and turn to leave. No step is made, the hinges squeak. I know it now, this was a mistake. Kicked away from the doorstep, smaller, smaller, muster, muster. Gentle winds feel all so hostile. We do not mean it, whisper, whisper. Carried past Ducky Pond, babies follow Mama along. The baby at the very end lags and wants to come with me. I say, no, no, you must stay here. Your mama loves you. Don't make her sad. She shakes and little droplets fall. Asks me, do you have a mom? I say, yes, yes. She asks me where. A place called home, nowhere near here. Does she love you like mine loves me? Yes, yes, of course, more than anything. The little duckling tilts her head. I take a breath and hold it there. The little duckling hops back in and carries on as she is meant. In the distance, songs of violence, children play outside the schoolhouse, tumble, tumble, out of view, and there I'm handed to the woods. The dirt is soft, just soft enough. I worm around with all the bugs. Keep up, I must go on. I'm softer now, oh how I hope. Look left, look right, look down and up. Pure silence cuts right through my heart. The only bird is a lone dove. Her eyes are closed, she waits for love. Distract, distract, and wait and wait. Is this it? Is hers my fate? I do not wait. I act. I play pretend, all that I can. My hands are blue, I bite my cheek. A chillless scent sent right to me. Darker, darker, thorn inside. Lost, I'm lost, so stay a while. Seasons, 1, 2, 3. In the night a blanket weaves. Moonlit snow beneath the trees, soft and blue and quieting. The dove has fallen from her nest. I find her cradled, cupped at rest. I cry for her, I cry for me. I cry for you, I barely breathe. Home is where? Please point me there. I do not seek, I trust no man. I trust the birds, the flowers too. I trust the snow, I trust the moon. I, me. My world is small, so please forgive. I'm sick, I think, so I've been told. Where were we now? Back to the woods. I know not yet, but in my chest, the aching is needle and thread, an angel mending, making sure my heart's in bloom for what's in store. Before she goes, she plants a seed and smiles as she knows something. Spring will spring, and I'll spring too, and from the seed a rosebud blooms. Old brick buildings look at me more than I could look at them. I'm looking and take pictures too. They're looking back and looking through. They look at me like an old cow whose babies are taken every round. She used to cry, she used to run, she used to wait for baby to come home. But after some time and some bad grain, her heart and mind are filled with sand. She stares at me and wants nothing, maybe to die, and that she'll get, but not before a few more rounds of babies taken from their mom. She stares at me in mud and filth. I pray for her and blow a kiss. It feels insulting, for it is. I take a picture, though it is cursed. I say I'm sorry, I really am. I hope at least the sun is warm. I drive away before she sees the tears flowing down my cheeks. The old brick buildings fallen apart. Look at the flags hoisted up. In West Texas, zip, 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 buzzing wires in my head, beige and gray, every scene, not still winter, not yet spring. In West Texas, slip, 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 in and out of lanes too fast, going 100, I'm not all here, send me to jail for a few years. In West Texas, sting, 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 stinging sun, razor rays, Wrapped in chaos with no end, sirens come to save the day. In West Texas, tick, 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 hazards on, and he appears. My window's down, he says hello. It is an angel, I am quite sure. In West Texas, safe and sound, at golden hour, golden man, cop and tan with nice tan skin, with perfect teeth and smiling lips. He asks me why I'm way out here, says, are you moving to this land? I say, well, I'm just not so sure of anything anymore. He asks me what I love to do. I say it's funny, I can't tell you. For all the things I loved before, they don't sustain me anymore. He told me I should make a list of all the things I love and hate, and hopes he's not intruding. I say, no, it's a good idea. He says, all right, I'll be right back. He takes my license in his right hand. My ears are ringing, but I feel safe. I'm not shaking like usually. When he comes back, he says to me, I promise you've got nothing to fear. Sometimes the answers just lie ahead. We just can't see them till we're ready. I nearly cried. He apologized. I said, no, I'm just touched as all. I said, you should be a preacher, man. I asked if I could shake his hand. Touched by an angel who let me off with just a warning, with a lot of love. He looked like an actor of yesteryear, graced with gentle, godlike strength. Dreamboat cop, angel man, I saved the slip to save his name. In West Texas, tisk, tisk, tisk. In West Texas, slap on the wrist. Thanks for having a big white heart on your forehead where you will eventually take a bullet like all the rest of us who parade our hearts like pornographic billboards across disgusting, undeserving deserts. I was in the parking lot of the third hotel on my third night. Out of luck, and my milk was spoiling. I felt something between hopeless and sour, but still subdued in all my sadness. I was sat there in Amarillo, Texas. In all my unmapped mess, I was greeted by a little angel. On the white truck next to me, I took in all I could of her haloed grace. And how I wished my milk wasn't spoiled. I would have liked to offer her something in a white porcelain dish, balanced on the white truck's bicep. She had a face for looking up, the Milky Way with all its stars, cherubic roundness, actualized perfection. This little cat turned my night right round. I wondered how she was so beautiful, like I didn't know a stray cat could be, and so I didn't give right up. I continued on my hopeful search. Thank you, you little friend. I hope you're safe and warm in Texas land. If I stand still on the hotel carpet, a hot right hand bolts for my ankle. I play hopscotch and let down my hair. The air dances like a hula skirt around my hips. I push my nose up like a pig so I can beat you to the punch. I say, yeah, you hate me, who cares, so what? I'm headed to New Mexico where you'll not catch me. I'm gonna test the edge of a bad memory and let whatever happens happen. Maybe you'll join the herd of all the bighorn sheep. Maybe one of the rams will want to be my protector. I've never had one and wonder how it feels. Probably like falling off a cliff upside down into heaven. I don't feel happy. I feel something else. Like a baby maybe on the floor, licking a felt blanket. A baby who's almost crawling and she's kicking her legs, whose small world is reshaping itself to hold her as she grows. I mean, no disrespect to you, Mr. Texas, when I say what I'm about to say, but Jesus, goddamn, you ain't no good this time of year. I'll be back, though, when you get a little plushy color, and I won't hold this harshing winter sun against you. So crossing into the land of enchantment, I felt uncrucified, and seeing the little kissy faces of the burnt red sand mouths, I felt softer and a little bit anew. I let myself put on some makeup and feel like a girl. Up until this point, I had my hat on my head, my hat of protection that I only wear when needed. I felt everyone's eyes staring at me, whether they were or not, and I wanted to stay invisible as I'd grown so accustomed. So I don't feel happy. I feel something else, like I'm doing the only thing I can, and that's all I really know. The sand is made of velvet, and it's petting me with love, and I am velvet too, and can feel the winds sing into song. We will lead you to safety, where you will be anointed with white swan wings that will bleed before they bud.